My spoiled daughter made me pay for her wedding, spend my vacation, and travel to be there, but when I arrived, she forbade me from entering. My daughter and I don't have much contact, mainly because of her mother. She cheated on me a few years after our daughter was born, and we had that whole argument where she begged for forgiveness and asked me to stay, saying it was a mistake we could overcome, but I didn't give in, and we divorced. However, after that, she got custody, and my daughter, who used to run into my arms and tell me all about her day, became cold towards me. She refused to talk to me on the phone or in person, wouldn't accept my gifts, and I even had to stop picking her up to spend time together because she simply refused to come. I asked my ex-wife what was happening because I knew my daughter wasn't like that, and I wanted to know what she was saying to make my daughter act this way. At first, she denied saying anything, but I couldn't prove anything, so I just had to let it go. It was a very painful time in my life because I went there every week, gave gifts, tried to talk to her, and received no response as if she was angry with me. I spoke to my lawyer about it, but there was nothing he could do. Fast forward to today, my daughter is getting married. She had been engaged for 2 years, and they were finally having the ceremony. To be honest, I like the guy a lot. He constantly talks to me, convinces her to come to my house, and was the one who finally told me that the reason my daughter didn't like me was because my ex-wife convinced her that I was the one who cheated. I tried multiple times to talk to her about it, but she just turned away and walked off as if I were lying. However, a few months ago, she asked for my help. She said that since she was getting married, she needed financial help, and her mother was not in a good place, so I was the only option. Of course, I agreed and took money from my personal savings along with loans to make the best wedding possible. She didn't let me give much input on the wedding, and honestly, I only knew where it would be, but I didn't mind. It was her wedding, and she could do what she wanted. However, that changed when the day finally arrived. I was ready, having taken time off work, the only vacation I have all year, and again spent money to travel there, but none of that bothered me. I loved my daughter and wanted to be there. But as I mentioned in the title, when I arrived at the entrance, her uncle, my ex-wife's brother, told me I couldn't enter. I asked him why, and he said it was at my daughter's request, and she wanted to thank me for the help, but it was best for everyone if I wasn't there. This caused a whole commotion, but in the end, I had to leave. Right after the wedding, I called my daughter, and after many attempts, she finally answered. I asked her why she did that, why she made me go all the way there only to bar me from entering. She said that I probably wouldn't have taken the money from my savings if I knew I would be barred, so she couldn't tell me. I tried to explain to her that it was a lie her mother told, that she was the one who cheated, and I could prove it, but to my surprise, my daughter said she knew. Her mother had admitted everything a while ago, but she didn't care. She grew up not liking me, and she still didn't like me, and again thanked me for the help with the wedding, but she didn't like me and didn't want me there on such an important day. I was devastated, but shortly after, I knew exactly what to do. I called my lawyer and my daughter's husband and told him everything. He was also extremely disappointed, said he had no idea and had asked her why I didn't go, and she said she didn't know. Finally, he gave me the contact information for everyone involved in the wedding, and we both transferred the debt to their names. He said it would be difficult, but he would manage to get by after a few years and that I shouldn't worry, though he wasn't sure if he would stay with my daughter after all this. My daughter, however, called me a monster, asking how I could do such a thing, and so on. I told her that if she didn't like me, fine, but I wouldn't do anything for her either. From now on, I would block her number, and we would be strangers to each other, just as she wanted. She continued to call until I blocked her. I'm still hurt, and honestly, I don't know how I'll move on, but I know I did the right thing.